What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles, welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. Happy Thursday. One more day to go before the weekend, and hopefully it'll be a fun weekend for y'all. Lots of cool stuff going on as usual. And before I get started, before I forget, let me start off by thanking the July super supporters for the channel. Tom Finn 2018, Kwame Taylor. Thank you all so much. Hopefully you'll appreciate the hard work we're putting into the channel. Appreciate you all. Now let's see who's here in the chat hanging out with us tonight. Even though my counter says 0, I see that there's a lot more than that. What's up, 80s kid from the 90s? Hey, Jeff, Toy family. What's up, 80s kid? Snake Eyes is here as well. Saving up for my first Hot Toys, Jeff. Congratulations. I'm saving up for my Bespin Luke. You can, let me see here. Nope, wrong way. Yeah, you can see my Bespin Luke right there. There you go. So he's a great figure. I know they don't have that option where they have the battle damage one, because I think that's what made that original set so cool. You had the pristine Bespin costume, and then you had the beaten down, some blood stains, some shredded, ripped areas of the garment because of all those sharp boxes Vader was throwing at him. It was a really cool set. So congratulations for your first foray into Hot Toys. The comic book Spider-Man that they released last year. I looked this up for you and pull this up real fast. This figure is largely sold out, but the cool thing with Sideshow Collectibles is they have this little doozy here. The wait list seems like it's really small there, but anyway, with this wait list, you can put it in here and then you can get this figure if more come in stock or people cancel their orders. That has happened to me on enough occasions that if you do want to go ahead and do that, there's an option for you. But we'll see. I feel like Spider-Man, a classic comic book look, is probably going to get revisited by Hot Toys. So if you missed out this time, probably won't be the last chance you'll get at it. Omega 579. Hey, what's happening? What's up, Omega? Vin Doom. Evening, everyone. And to my main man, 100 grand, Jeffrey, what it is. What's up, man? How are you, Vin Doom? G Brew, we're back to fight the evil. We'll never deceive you. We're back from Ghostbusters 2. I have not. Excuse me. Jeez. That was rough. I feel like you've watched Ghostbusters like 20 times more than I have. And Ghostbusters 2. It's been a long time since I've watched those. You're making me want to go back and pull up the old Blu-rays and watch them over the weekend here. Robert Hayes is here. Finally, the Hayes has come back to Lyles Figure Files. Been to the beach. Oh, nice. Which beach are you hanging out? Love your stuff, Jeff. Thanks for hanging out, Robert. And hopefully you had a good time at the beach. Jay Woods is here. Good evening, everyone. I hope we all have 10 fingers after the 4th. I hope so, too. Jamelin Parks is here. Hey. What's up, Jamelin? What's new? Undercover Colton's here as well. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, crew. What's up, man? I'm already coming up with so many Star Wars predictions for Hot Toys. Have they released Cassian Andor from Andor? No, they haven't. And it's weird. They didn't touch that at all. So I don't know if they were worried it wasn't going to sell or not, because they've certainly hit up Ahsoka, but no Andor figures. Now that you reminded me of that, it's kind of weird. Medieval Alchemist. Hey. Just 2 Hayes. Just hey. What's up? How are you? Rob, I really hope the Giant Man and Wasp 2-pack exclusive restock, because it's going for an arm and a leg. That's not great. I feel like it was up 3 times, and generally, if they do it once or twice, you're good. That 3rd time might be really tricky. 4th time, that may be hard to get it again. But hopefully this signals to Hasbro that there's a demand for more Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne figures. So hopefully we'll see more Ant-Man, Giant Man, Goliath, Wasp, and all her various incarnations of costumes. Or, soon. Maybe even a couple more days from now. James Carpenter. Hey, Jeffrey from Canada. What's up, James? How's everything on your end of the woods? Mickey Rowe. Hey there, Mr. Lyles. Ordered my Amazon 2-pack of Rogue and Destiny. I gotta say, I'm a bit bummed more accessories weren't included. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that later on, Mickey. But yeah, it was a bare bones round of accessories with this, especially when it seemed like there was a few obvious inclusions. Maybe an unmasked Destiny, a kinder, gentler head sculpt for Rogue. I don't know what happened there. Felix Guerrero. What's goody? Jeffrey and Fig Files crew. Hope everyone enjoyed their fourth. Oh, I was very confused. But yes, we did have last week was our 4th of July episode, but of course we waited till Friday because no one's gonna be here when they could be grilling hot dogs and having hamburgers. All right, She Bruce says literally just bought the retro card at Cobra Eel like 20 minutes ago. Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2 are in constant rotation in our home from like 1992, long 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Nice. Andrew Salazar. What's up, Andrew? Do you collect Mezco? I'm stoked for MezcoCon. I guess I should say, in the very loosest sense, I have a couple figures, but I haven't gone all the way into it just yet. I really am like, oh man, there's some figures like that Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom, comic book, old school classic Spider-Man and Green Goblin, and Doc Ock. Then I'm like, oh man, if money wasn't an object, I'd be all into those. They look really good though. I feel like if you're a Mezco collector, especially since they've gotten past this, let's throw in random design elements just because. Just because. Shout out Anita Baker. But yeah, I feel like they made a lot of headway, and I'm really excited about the figures they're showing. And maybe one day I'll get that amazing golden ticket lucky lottery number, and I will be able to catch up and grab all these Mezco figures because they look amazing, and I would like to get them, beyond just the those look cool. And window, what's the equivalent of window shopping online? Checking out everybody's YouTubes and their collections of figures from the screen. Undercover Colton says, I'd love a 12-inch Giant Man and a black and gold Wasp. Which Giant Man? Based off the design that we've seen already. We do have a black and gold Wasp. They've done that figure actually. Let me see here. Let me pull this up really fast here. All right, so Marvel Legends Wasp. They've actually done this a couple of times. Let's see here. That's not bad. All right, let's see. Sorry. It's funny when you're like going through Google and you like see something you've done. It's like, oh, look at you. You're up there. Let's go to our buddy Action Figure Barbecue. Just in case you missed this figure earlier. But check out Action Figure Barbecue. Does amazing figure reviews and is always a great resource. All right, so here's a black and gold Wasp. This came out 2018. He did the review 2016. So yeah, it's been a minute since this figure came out, but she's solid. And I'm trying to remember now, she did just have those random one-off no bicep shoulder articulation. She's solid for this outfit. It's not my favorite look for her, but she's a cool figure. And because everything else is covered, you don't have to worry about, oh man, I can't use a better head sculpt. Because I feel like they've done some better ones since this one. But yeah, they have done that figure. So I don't know if she's that expensive to track down. So there you go. Devin Benner's here. What's up, everybody? When does the 3 3/4 Ghostbusters come out? Don't know. Got the Ecto one from GameStop, but no Ghostbusters. That's weird that they don't have that. Incidentally, We're Back is one of the Bobby Brown tracks. It was featured on the GB2 soundtrack. And they're called the Ghostbusters, and they're in control, which my brother and I had on CD as kids. Ghostbusters soundtrack was on fire. Wow. It was that old? Jeez. Man, they didn't even have a CD for it. Wow. That's amazing. 80s kid. I think I'm 99% done collecting the Black Series. 1% is anything from Mando era. That raises a very good point because I'm curious how many of you pre-ordered characters, figures from the Acolyte. I feel like I'm seeing some people finding them in stores now. And how many of you, after watching said show, decided, nah, I don't need these figures. They're good. I'm sold. I don't need them anymore. Thanks. Michael Solis, what's up? Have everyone checked their local Ollie's, Army of Ultrons? So I went to an Ollie's this week. I guess this is a good time. What all did y'all pick up this week? And it was not the great paradise that I've seen online. Basically the same stuff that I've seen since January. No real new additions. Shout out Bobby Brown again. I did see that WWE 4-pack with The Rock, is Rocky Maivia, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, Becky Lynch, and Hulk Hogan. It was a real weird 4-pack, but it was there for $30. That was it in terms of like new stuff. I've seen Jimmy Woo before, but it was kind of barren. I did see the Rey Mysterio as Batman top picks WWE Elite figure, but everything else has been sitting and rotting on those shelves collecting dust for a long time. Hopefully you guys are finding better luck. Glad to hear you're doing great, Undercover Colton. James Carpenter, sad week here. My local GameStop closed. I had inside track with them when it came to pre-orders for McFarlane. That's no good. I had a store, GameStop, that was pretty good about stocking figures too. And I went over to the area and was like, wait, it's closed? That always sucks. Where's your next closest GameStop? 80s kids, Hot Toys would be dumb to make Acolyte stuff. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Jacob, the wrestling fan. All right, I starred your comment so I could mention it when I get to the wish list for San Diego Comic Con, because I definitely want to talk about that. Undercover Colton, red and blue, and an updated Wasp. Oh, okay, I got you. I wonder, I mean, is that a popular look for her? She's a character. She's might be the main one, and I know the likelihood of this is really unlikely, but would you buy like a 4-pack or 3-pack of Wasp figures, like in different costumes? I feel like she's got enough looks that they mixed up, did like we got with that Hydra and Shield 2-pack where they had all those different heads, but this time all the head sculpts are Wasp with different hairstyles. Would you buy that if it was 3 different costumes and different head sculpts that you could mix and match with it? I would, but I'm just curious what you guys would do. DJ Jedi, been a minute since I was able to catch one of these live. What's good, LFF crew? What's up, DJ Jedi? Medieval Alchemist, Jeffrey, any hopes for G.I. Joe at San Diego Comic Con? I'm hoping for Flash and some OG 13 goodness. Me too, specifically Flash. Jeeber, I pre-ordered that Rogue and Destiny 2-pack. I sacrificed my anti-Amazon ethical and moral beliefs for X-Men. They needed more accessories, especially Destiny. Yes. Let me pull that up since that's become a big talking point already. Let me do that right now. So yeah, we got this 2-pack Rogue and Destiny. And this head sculpt isn't terrible, but I just still kind of feel like it looks a little bit too sinister and too mischievous for Rogue as part of the member of the X-Men. This is fine for a Brotherhood of Evil Mutants deal. I mean, that smirk, it's too evil. And it wasn't like she was part of that team for so long. It's like a couple issues. They fight the Avengers, so I guess it'll work. Destiny, I really love her cone head, and like they've got all the elements to her outfit just so. And I think they did a good job with the cape. It's really like flowing over her shoulders. It's not like Destiny was doing backflips and side kicks. She was just, watch out, Mystique. Pyro, do this. So she didn't need hyper articulation. And let's see here. So she comes with 2 fists, and so does Rogue. That's terrible. I mean, we've seen 2-packs have so much more stuff, and this is so barren. Looking at what we get here, just swappable hands. That's lame. So we got this, and yeah, somebody posted right before this episode about how this price is not good enough. And I was like, well, it's the same price as all the other 2-packs. But yeah, for just some fists, that's a lousy allotment of accessories. And just because I mean, we've seen what they've done before in the past. I even wonder if I can still find this. If it's still like on the site. Here we go. So it is still there. Whoops. Oh boy. Is this really for real? Interesting. Let's do this window. All right, let's try it this way. I tried to click onto the pulse and it was like, no, sorry, we're not working right now. But anyway, here's what the Giant Man and Wasp 2-pack came with. I mean, this is a ton of stuff. We got alternate heads for both of them. That would have been really great for Rogue and Destiny. We get a Quinjet, a miniaturized Quinjet. We get swappable hands, cool. And we get beakers. And yeah, all this stuff has been reused. This is from the Beast, Retro Beast, and this is from the AIM Supreme Scientist. We got a cloth soft goods lab coat for Giant Man. So there's a lot of stuff here. When you look at this was $49.99 compared to that Rogue and Destiny set. That was really underwhelming compared to what we just got not that long ago. All right, let's see here. All right, there's another one. Let me star that one. Then Doom finally got Jada Toys and Bison. Now I need Dawson. So I finally shot Chun-Li, and boy, she was a lot of fun to break down. And you guys have been talking the good talk about how great this line is. And yeah, when I put them in action, it's like, oh, these are really fun figures. So here's just one. I'm gonna post the full review up real soon as I get everything squared away. But here's Chun-Li, and this is the Soda Toys Vega, which still looks pretty good, and he holds up well in terms of articulation and not breaking when I pose him. But yeah, I can't wait to see what else they show. I mean, because we've already seen DJ Guile, Cammy, and Cisco appropriate attire, and we've got Balrog too. We got Blanca and Sagat. Ha ha ha. So I would love to see some other ones like Guy and Cody. You know, I'm a big fan of those guys from Final Fight. And you know, they make their way into the series. I would love to see them. I know they're really focused on knocking out the rest of the World Warriors. So hopefully we'll see Zangief. And yeah, and I guess we did see Vega too. So lots of figures to look forward to on that Jada Toys front. Hollow Net 1. I done the Black Series 2 years ago. Why is that? Omega 579. I got Embalsam. I got M. Bison and Dawson last week. Both great. Yeah, they are really solid figures. All right, there's another one to start for later. Danny Rue. What's up, Jeff? How are you? Doing good, my man. How are you? Stickman. I canceled Black Series Saw the other night. Still getting Yor to put my selfie series head on his body. There you go. That makes sense. I'm really curious if they've noticed like a higher uptick than normal of cancellations once the media property started airing. Because I'm sure people were like, "Oh man, these look cool. I'll get on all of them." But then once it started showing, like, how many people were like, "I'm good, thanks." Jibru, my always takes a few weeks to a month to start getting new figures after they start popping up everywhere else. Figure about another week or two before I start seeing Ultron. James Carpenter. My game's the next closest GameStop. It's about a 35-minute wait. Not bad, but really in that area. Not really in that area, maybe. Okay. All right. 80s Kid says it's comic books again, Jeff. I got Energon Universe #1 and Jango Fett #2. They're cooking up something great over at Skybound. I've been trying to tell y'all. Whoever's writing Jango's story knows how to tell Star Wars right. Him. Medieval Alchemist. Gotta say the Energon series is great. It's amazing. Yikes, that Rogue looks bad. It's Rogue is fine because she did look kind of sinister for a hot second. It's just, are we gonna get that other look? I mean, this is her attire that she wore during Secret Wars and not fully. I mean, the outfit, the piping is not lime green, it's white. I don't know if it would be worth it for them to do another Rogue so soon after doing this one in the white with a smiley, happy face. And would that be part of a Secret Wars maybe 2-pack? Put her in any of the Wrecking Crew? That could work maybe, but I don't know. Retro Robo, what's up, my man? What's up, Jeff and the Figure Files crew? I'm late, but it sounds like I joined at just the right time. I would absolutely buy multiple Wasp figures. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Medieval Alchemist, that rogue is almost an unmasked Destiny portrait. He looked really old and like emaciated when she was a heel part of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And I don't know what happened when she decided to join the X-Men, but she de-aged and got younger. It was wild. Holland at one. Rogue had some really ugly outfits pre-Mark Silvestri and Jim Lee. I'm trying to think what else she had. She had like the jumpsuit that we see there from Secret Wars, and I guess she had like a hot second different version, but it was Silvestri who really started changing up her look every 2 or 3 issues. Some combination of green and black, but she really just had one look all the time. Jay Woods, Jeff, excellent Destiny imitation. Has X-Men 97 reached out to you yet? Not yet. Hopefully soon. Henry G. Hey, Jeff Figure Files crew. Order that Road Destiny 2-pack as well. I also got 84th. Also got 84th. Astonishing X-Men Wolverine. Me too. I was very happy to get this guy in the mail, courtesy of Hasbro Pulse. So he looks really good. I've been meaning to open him and review him and all that good stuff, and just didn't because the week got a little hectic on me. But yeah, I'm excited to crack this guy open and pose him with both the new Avengers and the Astonishing X-Men. My Superior Spider-Man and Danny Ketch just shipped from GameStop. Oh, that's cool. You know, it's funny. Oh, another thing of what I got. Oh, and I got an 86 Bumblebee. Now, where'd you get them from? Did you get them from GameStop? Because, oh man, this one hit me quick. And I was like, what is happening? So let me see if Pulse is actually working. They really are off. That is so weird. So earlier, when I was like, let me go to Pulse, this is what popped up. We'll be right back. Making a few routine updates. HasbroPulse.com will be undergoing scheduled maintenance, and shopping will be temporarily unavailable from Wednesday to Friday. Maybe they're going to add some more stuff in the back in stock or outlet section. So maybe tomorrow's time to pay attention and see what they're going to do. I should not be, because tomorrow is my 10th wedding anniversary. So I should be far away from Hasbro Pulse if I want to have another 10 years. But anyway, but yeah, I got my shipping notice for Bumblebee and Springer of 1986. Let me see here, because I'm trying to see if I can pull it up. These guys were not supposed to come out this soon. But as always, with everything from these guys, you can't ever trust their shipping dates. So it's not working. They were supposed to come out in October. It's July. And it's just like, I don't know how many more pre-orders I can do, because they're so far ahead. Like, you know, I joke, oh, that means 3 months earlier, but this is really way earlier than what I was expecting. So I'm looking forward to having Springer and Bumblebee in the collection on the shelf. But wow, that was way sooner than I was expecting. Jamlin, Marvel Legends Icarus, Wily Kit, Torch, and Naugahyde. Nice. I also got Torch, and really, really fun adding him and having all 3 original Dreadnoks. That was fun. How do you like Naugahyde? G-Brew. I wish Destiny came with alternate heads, both classic and modern, and a crossbow like she had in Days of Future Past. Rogue needed an alternate head and possibly an alternate arm without the glove. Would have been great. Yeah, I feel like there were some definite things they could have added on to with Rogue. I am in Destiny. Black Void, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist is another example. The figures coming sooner than they said. Henry G, dang. And then Bison and Dawson today as well. Ashley got in a bunch of stuff, but those are the highlights. That's nice. Robert Hayes, okay, hear me out. I need an Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes animated line. I know, I'm dreaming. Listen, I love that show. I would be down for getting those figures. So you and I might be the only ones, but I don't think we would be. Oops. Tom Scalana, I want Earth X Wolverine. I don't remember what Wolverine looked like there. James Carpenter, any interest in the Jada Toys Mega Man series? I have the Jada Toys Mega Man just out of reach. I need to get more of the villains or any of the evil robots, but I do have Mega Man. I was not going to get into the line until I had a Mega Man. So now that he's locked into the collection, hopefully you'll see him on that bottom shelf from you all next week. But yeah, I definitely am excited about those figures. Snake Eyes. I can't wait for Jada Toy Street Fighter Cammy. Yeah, she does look cool. Michael Solis. If I pick up that 2-pack, I think Rogue will do good with a Hydra display. Yeah, I feel like she looks more like that. All right, let me see another one to put in. Retro Robo. Yeah, Rogue was looking like a disgruntled middle-aged school cafeteria worker back in the early days. She was. Yeah, that's funny. That's a great Wolverine figure. Thanks, Medieval Alchemist. I'm pretty happy with it. I know some of my friends were upset that he doesn't have like a neutral head, with the mask and the cowl on, but that's Wolverine. I don't need him looking like he needs his coffee to wake up. I'm fine with him having an aggressive head sculpt. Henry G, I think Rogue's portrait is okay. That early appearance Rogue looked really creepy, darn near wish-like. And I meant 85th and astonishing X-Men. Thanks. Okay, there we go. I was like, what? All right, yeah, he's a solid figure. And I'm with you. That Rogue matches up. I just really hope that doesn't mean we're not gonna get good guy. I just joined the X-Men Rogue. Thank you, Retro Robo. I appreciate it. Thank you, Vin Doom. Snake Eyes. Trevor went to this cool store called Sweets and Geeks. It was amazing. Had like 3 floors. I love this store now. Nice. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Jeeber, I keep playing with that Cobra Eel. It's a really great figure. Which one? I mean, I know it's this basically the same one. The retro one or the new one? Wait, the retro is the new one. The earlier one or the retro version? Thank you, Undercover Colton. I have not Kindred. I have not seen the Batman Cape Crusader. Amazon did send it to me so I can start reviewing it and have my review ready when the show airs, I think August 1st. So hopefully I'll be checking it out sometime this weekend. Jamlin, I've been waiting to open them and enjoy them. Probably tomorrow. Nice. Henry G, hey Jeff, like the way that background display is shaping up. Thank you. So Cody Rhodes, right there. He was like getting real close to falling and just creating a whole mess of things. Now, you guys probably can't see on the top shelf. That's my NECA aliens figures with no aliens, no xenomorphs right now. And I need to get some risers for my Power Rangers figures, but I was pretty happy about that. When I get the risers, I'm going to put the main Mighty Morphin crew. I've got like a mix of other characters in there, but it's really fun seeing that come together. Jalen, Jeff, Earth X Wolverine looked a hot mess. Thank you. Stickman, Big Bad Toy Store shipped my studio series 86 swoop the other day, way earlier than I was expecting. I don't know, man. It's like, yo, we need a heads up. And it's funny because it's like I was complaining about this the other day. Like, they delay a HasLab, but I think maybe we should have the option to go, whoa, I'm not ready for this. I will pay in October when the figure was supposed to come to me. I mean, I don't know, they say those shipping deadlines can change, but gosh, that's rough. Jeeber, I read this issue. New era of X-Men started yesterday. Evidently, Cyclops still looks too young. Beast is a yeah, I was tired of how they were writing Beast. Magneto's in a wheelchair for reasons unknown. I haven't read it yet. Shrugs. It wasn't terrible. It was, but yeah, the art was kind of throwing me off because it was hard to make sense of why Cyclops looked like he was 22 now. Marriage milestone, 10-year anniversary tomorrow. So thank you. Appreciate it. 10 years, Snake Eyes. Thank you. Savage Land, what's up, man? Make sure to check out Savage Land, everybody. What's up, fam? I can't wait to see what's up with that astonishing Wolverine. I definitely can't wait to see that Rattler. You and me both, my friend. Jose Jr. Keeley. Hey, Lyles Figure Files. Jose from Montreal, Canada. How are you, brother? What's up, man? How are you? Henry J, I like those Power Rangers back there. Makes me regret selling my Psycho Rangers box set. Yes, they were really getting me in trouble because I was focused so hard on just getting Mighty Morphin characters and any bad guys I thought made sense. I think Ross, Ollie's, and when they were doing the massive discounts, they had so much cool Power Rangers. I didn't watch any of those, but I was like, well, these figures look cool. It's $7.99. How could I not? I don't know. I mean, do y'all ever have that? This price is basically begging me to buy it. And so I have like all these Power Ranger figures, but they look so cool. Chibru knows what Snake Eyes is talking about. I get weird Korean potato chips there. I love the roasted garlic oyster flavor. Wow. Weird but good. I'm glad you like it. Retro eel, I only had that one, just bought it today. I went way nuts on my eels. I got 5. And I love that. So I feel like I gotta get like 2 or 3 of the retro eels so I can have a full crew. Man, I gotta get some G.I. Joe Sea vehicles. So hopefully we'll see some of those coming up soon. Northern Nomad, what's up, man? How are you? All right, let's see. Let's get into some of the other stuff that dropped over the course of this week. Let's see here. Close out some of these windows. Todd McFarlane's coming through with some wild stuff here. He's got a license to do Marvel statues, and he's doing iconic hits from some of the most memorable comic books in Marvel history, starting with this guy, Iron Man. I'm not quite sure I'm loving this head sculpt here. I don't know if I'm really feeling it, but I do like the fact that we see his eyes. I'm a big proponent of that. But it looks like we're seeing his teeth too, and it's a bit too far for me. I do love this cell shading. That's cool. Would you guys be interested in buying more Marvel Legends if they look like this? Or would you prefer just the traditional non-shadowed area setup like we have been getting? But we get Iron Man here. There's some more. There's Spider-Man, and I think pretty sure this is based off of McFarlane cover 2. So that's kind of like a full circle moment for him. And I'm curious to see because of course in the cover there's a mess of webbing. We don't get that here, but I'd love to see how this is standing. Maybe this is the post that he's on. But we got that for Spider-Man, of course. Then appropriately enough, we get Deadpool, and this is a pretty basic Deadpool pose. I don't hate it, but I do think there were some other more colorful, more interesting images for him to go with. This definitely looks like the Rob Liefeld version, though. So maybe he's showing a little love to his buddy Rob. And then we got Deadpool. Why not get Wolverine? And this is another shout out to his image compadres, Jim Lee, X-Men #1. I wonder if he'll do more of these where we get the whole display of a whole collage of those guys, because that would be a really fun setup. Having Cyclops, Magneto, Iceman all coming together. This is a fun. I like the look of these figures, statues. Definitely not figures, but it's something where Todd's getting into doing Marvel, maybe opening some headway for him to do some more stuff with him later. I mean, I'm sure Hasbro's not going to be down for that, but it's kind of interesting to see this partnership and where it could possibly go. All right, let's see what else y'all were saying. Jay, apparently the traditional senior anniversary present is action figures. That's what I thought, right? G Brew, GameStop only had the one eel and one snow serpent, no beachhead. Yeah. Gosh, who was it? I think it was David Thanos who was telling me the beachhead is amazing. So can't wait to actually get him and do the thing. Damien, if you're speaking G.I. Joe, I'm looking for Raptor, Voltar, and Lightfoot for a vehicle. Cobra Piranha. Shoot, you got me on the Cobra Piranha. To look it up now. Spaded 1. Deadpool standing like he's waiting for the bus. He's not in the most exciting pose for Deadpool. If McFarlane made Spider-Man figures, let him cook. The textures on that Wolverine look amazing. I think so too, Spaded 1. That really looks cool. And they did a really nice job with it. And kind of makes me curious in terms of what other ones. I guess this kind of precludes him from doing, like, say, the Fantastic Four, because he'd have to do all four of them, maybe from the same cover image. Wolverine can stand apart, but will we get a Cyclops? Will we get Jean Grey? I don't know, but those do look fun. Savage Land, those McFarlane statues actually look good. I think so too. I mean, they're really solid, man. So happy to see how they turned out. All right, let's see here. And thank you everyone on the chat for sending the love to our guy Snake Eyes and the loss of his grandfather. Now, this is something that I was so excited about seeing. Whoops, wait a second. I turn it right for a second and then bam. Fantastic Four in a 4-pack, animated versions or the Walgreens one, says Turtle Buster. Are you talking about the McFarlane statues? Kidder, no Captain America or Sam Wilson Captain America. I'm pretty sure they've already shown the. Let me see here. I thought they'd shown Captain America. Yes. All right, let's see here. Let's see if this will pull up properly. But yeah, of course, he wasn't going to pass up a chance to do a. This is so annoying. Try to find it right there. It's like it's not coming up. Oh, let's see. Here you go. So Cap was among the first ones they showed. This is from Amazing Spider-Man 323. Yes. And of course, this was drawn by Tom McFarlane. So this is a nice kind of full circle deal. So we get him here. No matching Spider-Man. I'm not quite sure what the deal is with these bases, but that's a cool looking Cap. And the fact that he's able to do some of these based off of his own artwork, I think is a nice touch. Medieval Alchemist. I'm digging those statues. Might get that Wolverine. I think he might have a little hit on his hands because there seems to be enough interest just here in the chat that I think he's got some ways to go there. Oh, okay. Haven't gotten there yet, but we'll get there. Robert's Infinite Realms. What's up, Robert? Evening, Jeff. Bit late, but here. Welcome. Got a Toy Biz Vengeance for $10 this week. So light week, but cool to get that one back. Did you also get the bike he was on too? I still have that in my display. Oops. Jose, my brother and I love the concept behind it. Looks amazing. Are you excited for San Diego Comic Con? Because do you have Platinum Edition Penguin? I don't. I need to get Penguin before he sells out because, yeah, he looks really good. Turtle Buster, those statues I repaint in the brighter MVC Marvel vs. Capcom colors for one of my custom bits. Nice. Jeeber, I'm highly interested in that Wolverine. The Deadpool is live felt. Yeah, I mean it's really cool. And we got a little bit of. I wonder if they do a Silvestri X-Men portrait too. Maybe Wolverine out of costume from a single book. Spaded one miss. Oh, we know the price on these yet? They look great with standing cardboard corner. Let me see here. I don't know if they have put out a price yet. Let's see. Let's see. I don't think so. Let me do a quick look through here. They do have these backdrops, so that is there. Let's see. No, they're going to be released. I'm sorry, forgot. These are going up for pre-order Thursday, the 18th. So we'll know what these price points on these and what would be a good price for y'all. Because maybe that's something that would also, we figure for a non-articulated statue, would $30, $40 be too much? Jeremy Kulo said, I ordered the entire Act Like Black series wave after watching the show. Bring on the Stranger and Kalnaka, the Wookiee Jedi. Glad to hear you liked it. Yep, buying it off for $10. That was a really good deal. Kidder, okay. That Captain America statue has me interested. Todd has to do Venom for wave 2. I don't know how many figures he's got because he's done a few versions of Spider-Man. Pull those up. So this, of course, he's not just going to do one version of Spider-Man, but here is one. There's another one version of Spider-Man. So that's that look. And you see he's got the full McFarlane web deal going with that one. That was cool. And I got another one here and more web hijinks, no green circle, but that's really fun. So he's definitely knocking out a bunch of Spider-Man figures. I don't know how many are in each wave or if we're seeing multiple waves. So that might be wave 4 or whatever. Doc Avenger. I used to have the early Bolin statues, Punisher, Wolverine, Captain America. My little kids damaged them, so these are going to be a pass only statue. I left is my favorite. Let me see here. I feel like I missed a word. Doc. So you got Thor still left as your choice. There you go. Crimson Cobra. Jeff, what Jada Classified series figure are you most excited for? I need to see Xandar and or Road Pig. Xandar, and let me see what else from what they've already announced do I want to see. I think they've mentioned Blowtorch and Monkey Wrench, so I'd like to see those two. Medieval Alchemist. I'd go 50 tops for one of those statues. All right. Henry G. I'm getting more and more interested in those McFarlane statues the more I see them. Excuse me. And I'm not a statue guy. Are these 1/12 scale? Let me see if I can find it out for you real fast. Excuse me. 1/10 scale. So I think that's 7 inches. I think. Oh, that Spidey is awesome. G-Brew. I want Todd to do Cyclops, obviously, and at least Rogue, Storm, and Beast. Would you all be fine if he did like a team, like say the new Fantastic Four from there? Let me just randomly pull this up. Of course, I don't know why I just said the new Fantastic Four is a choice, but I think their cover image would work for what I'm talking about. And of course, I'm getting the comic book looks for it now. Let's try this. All right. I feel like this is probably not the original artwork, but just to kind of give you a sense of what I'm talking about, I know it's not because it looks like Todd Nunnock did the art for it and not Art Adams. But would you want something like this if you were to do it where everybody was kind of touching and using the same base, where it's one static, they're all in kind of one plane where not taking up too much of a footprint on your shelf, and you're gonna have 4 figures? Would you pay 200 for that if the max you would pay for one figure is 50? Let me know. Damien, I wonder if McFarlane will do Batman Returns, perhaps another year. Looking forward to the Batman Forever set. Well, he's been going backwards, so he's done Batman and Robin. He's done Batman Forever. I gotta assume that we'll see, hopefully at San Diego Comic-Con, Batman Returns, maybe even Batman. Of course, does he have the license to do Michelle Pfeiffer and Danny DeVito's Penguin? And I've got to get Christopher Walken's character too, because got to get all those guys from Batman Returns. Max Shrek, that was his name. Medieval Alchemist. Todd could knock Gambit out of the park. I'm sure, Cherie. 80s kid. Yeah, I'm getting that amazing masterpiece of a Spider-Man statue. It reminds me so much of a Spider-Man alarm clock I had years ago. Jeff White, if it hasn't been mentioned, Night Force stuff marked down at Walmart. The RAM is marked down too. Yes, on the dashboard, I did make sure to let everybody know. So if you're not a subscriber to the channel, you can always go on there, and I try to post sales and deals daily as they come up. But yeah, make sure to post that. But I was happy to see they're still available for people who wanted to get that stuff. All right, so let's take a look at what's on sale now. From one Jeff to another, we've got the Night Force Ram 38 down from 54. Night Force Wolf Spider, of course, regular standard price $24.97. Now he's $17.48. Big Ben, who has been so expensive on Walmart site, he's down to $21.90. Also, Night Force, I guess it's just a Night Force kind of party here. Night Force Tunnel Rat, he's down to $17.48. Any other sales? Hey, listen, if you want a Lady J figure, this retro version for $6, you're not gonna get a better deal. Alley Vipers, they look kind of cool with the colors. And Crimson Bat, not a big savings, but there you go. Stalker, $12.87. And I think in terms of savings and deals, that was it. If you missed Serana, maybe you were waiting to see more Dreadnoks. Now you can get her. Trying to see, is there anybody else that had a good sale price, a good deal? And it looks like that's it in terms of our G.I. Joe sales. But there you go. So if you're still waiting on the Range Viper, hopefully they'll do a retro version because, gosh, that figure, no sales whatsoever. Just tough. I was happy to get 2, but man, I kind of wish I gotten 4 since they were never available anywhere else. Monsters go home. Hopefully Hasbro actually listened to the fans. Will show us at least one Inhuman to get us closer to completing the royal family. Yes. All right. Let me see. I'm going to put this here. We're almost there. I'm going to start mentioning all this stuff on your wish list soon. Spending 1, Todd needs to show me a half transformed Venom Eddie statue. That would be really cool. And he did that too. So yeah. Vin Doom, hit the like button. Thank you, Vin Doom. All right, let's see here. What else we got? Got those. Wolverine. I was going to talk about this, and I got really sidetracked. All right, here we go. X-Men 97. Classic Cyclops. This is speaking my language on so many levels. 240, limited edition. But man, we got the classic costume, complete with cell shading. Is what I want to see if Hasbro revisits this look with X-Men 97 Wave 3. But yeah, I mean, I really want to see this figure. And this looks really great. I haven't gotten any of their figures, but whoa, they might have gotten me here. I mean, all kinds of optic blast effects. We got a multiple shooting, like the zoom, zoom, zoom. That's really cool. We got the longer impact one. We got the shorter one that's spraying. Got all kinds of eyepieces. We got the sunglasses, the ruby quartz sunglasses. We've got the open visor to plug in all these effects. We got the I'm about to blast you, different hands. We got the Scott Summers head sculpt, but this figure really looks solid. I haven't gotten any of these guys, but man, this one might push me over the limit here and go, all right, I gotta get at least Cyclops in this. It looks classic, straight out of the video game too. So he works on multiple levels, and this is gonna be a tough one to not get. And we got a little action with Cyclops and Magneto here. You got Wolverine in the mix too, so you can really do some classic X-Men goodness with this guy. And yeah, it'll be hard to turn that one down. So we'll see if I can make that work. What are y'all thinking about that? Damien, definitely interested in the RGB from Mondo. Just hoping they'll be plentiful and available in UK. Snake Eyes. I saw McFarlane is doing Persona 3 characters, or whatever he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. It's Mondo. Thanks, G Brew. I got the Mondo Tila. Nice green, man. She's pretty good. Do you have a He-Man too? Because I really would love to get those figures. They look so amazingly detailed. All the armor, the fur, they just look really solid. Glad to hear you're a fan of Tila. Jibber, I prefer that version of Cyclops to the Jim Lee version. With you. Robert, I hope I'm able to get Death's Head. That one has been top of my list for a long time. After that, not sure what Marvel Legends can offer. We will see. Jibru, I have the Mondo Rogue. Her joints are a bit loose. That's not good. Those figures are too expensive to have loose joints. So that's definitely not a good thing. All right, let's see what else did I want to talk about before we go on to the main thing. These guys. They popped up earlier this week, and I could not love these more. I only wish that we could see them in a different way with some articulation. But NECA is doing their Tiny Toons line of Sesame Street. Tell me how we can get there. So we got Bert, and he looks suitably annoyed. And we got Ernie, and he looks suitably happy. He's got Rubber Ducky, and we got the backdrop of Mr. Hooper's store. That's really fun, really cool, nice touch. So back. So you got these two on the other side. And I think the backdrops actually come with them. So you do have that option to get them. Let me see here. Going over to my affiliate, Entertainment Earth. So let me see. I want to make sure. $15.99. Definitely not a terrible price point. And bonus backdrop cutout. So yeah, $15.99 for these guys is solid. I'm not upset with that price. Green Man. I would love to get He-Man and Skeletor, but I was too late to the line. So I thought when I was just on their website, I think Skeletor is available. Let me see here. And I was surprised because I felt like they're already sold out of this stuff. I guess it depends on which version you want. But yes. So Skeletor is there. If you wanted, or you weren't too particular on your look for him, he is there and he is available to add to your cart right now. So there you go. And that one still looks cool. What's up, Patrick? How are you? Turtle Buster. Mondo Real Ghostbusters will likely be the last Ghostbusters item I'll buy. I'm done with the movie stuff. Bro, I have way too many Jim Lee Cyclops figures. I've got 3 and need more of his looks throughout the ages. Jim Lee look is way overrated. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I do know why. It was the look he had in the cartoon that so many people loved in the early 90s. So that's why. Rubber Ducky, you're the one. I love me some Sesame Street. Me too. I'm on Cookie Monster, my guys. Oops. There we go. There we go. Snake Eyes. I went Elmo because he's always been my favorite Sesame Street character. Jay Woods. Big Bird must be the Bath. These have no articulation whatsoever. They're just put them on the shelf and look at them and go, look, I've got Sesame Street figures. Kind of like the McFarlane statues, just cheaper. Jason Lyles. What's up, Lyles Figure Files? What's up, Bro Shot? How are you? Of course, every Wednesday doing Lyles Movie Files with Jace and Chief himself. So tune in if you want to talk some stuff like the Acolyte and Deadpool and Wolverine and Superman and all that fun stuff. All right, so I think that was everything on my agenda. Right. We do have some more stuff very quickly. Walmart Collector Con sneak peek on July 18th. So that's next Thursday. You can see in the silhouette there, they've got the Venom figure, they've got the Professor X figure. So they're going to be up. Sneak peek starts in 6 days. It's like the 24 timer going. So really interested about those two because I want Venom and I want Professor X. So hopefully they won't be impossible to get. I'll wait till Hasbro or NECA for Sesame Street, a good company. NECA's doing those. Jibber, I was introduced to X-Men via the cartoon. I'm not so blinded by nostalgia to admit all those characters have much better looks. The best Jim Lee designs are Rogue and Gambit. I don't dislike Jean's outfit either, but the rest are pretty simple or not a big change from that. All right, let's see here. More stuff to save. Turtle Buster. That Venom will be the last Venom I buy. Hopefully I can get 2. You want to keep one in packaging? Oscar is great. I mean, is there a bad Sesame Street character? I don't think so. Okay, and now finally, last thing, we got this teaser like hours after the Moss Isley Cantina wrapped up and ended. Hasbro's not taking any pauses, no breaks. Here you go. I want you, Cobra Commander, with the Rattler logo there. So we got our, you probably can't see this date, HasLab, July 25th. So that is 2 Thursdays from now. Should I do the live during preview night? That'd be fun. No, preview night's Wednesday. Maybe I'll do both. I'll come on at the end of Lyle's Movie Files with what's been shown and dropped already, and then do another. Maybe I'll do an all-day live on Thursdays. We're getting more panel information and all that good stuff. Let's see here. NECA Ultimates. Probably not. Jeeber, a lot of the post-burn pre-Jim Lee costumes and designs are criminally overlooked, especially the X Factor looks. Listen, I love those X Factor looks. The Paul Smith costumes are pretty cool too. So there's some different looks that we should see. Hopefully. Robert, hey, I'm very old school, but my favorite Cyclops is the beginning of Krakoa era. Really? Okay. I do. Wait, I actually have that figure. You all can't see. There's a whole other shelf below. I guess you can see the Build-A-Figure Apocalypse. So there's a whole other X-Men Marvel Legends, the Island of Misfit Marvel Legends, and I have the Krakoa X-Men on that shelf. Damien, any thoughts on the Tiamat Dragon tease? I'm so sorry. What's that about? I love that Krakoa Cyclops costume, one of his very best. Yes. Cool. All right, let's get into it. San Diego Comic-Con is coming up real soon. We've got the news now of the schedules. Thursday is going to be crazy. It's going to be really, really hectic. And so much stuff that I'm looking forward to breaking down and talking about. The Mattel WWE Elite Squad is 11:15. These are Pacific time, so translate as you need to. They get an hour, 11:15 and 12:15. The Mattel WWE Elite Squad defends their title again as the action figure champions of Comic-Con with all new WWE action figure reveals and, WWE superstar guests featuring the the Mattel design team and WWE superstars. Room 6A. How many of y'all are going to San Diego? And then that wasn't enough. McFarlane Toys and Todd McFarlane, 12:30 to 1:30. Todd McFarlane gives an update on the Spawn movie, all upcoming comic projects, toys, and much more. Be the first. This inside scoop. Also, another one I'm looking forward to. What goodness are we going to see from the DC multiverse line? Because he's really doing a pretty good job of actually expanding into the whole DC universe, not just Batman and Superman. Then at 1:30, I mean, this is like a steady day. I mean, you're working, you might take off. Mattel, Motu, 1:30 to 2:30. Moderator Griffin Newman interviews Melinda Britt, voice of She-Ra, Cam Clark, voice of He-Man, and Anthony DeLongest Blade, while the Motu design team unveils action figure plans for 2024-2025. Then we got Diamond Select at 4 o'clock. They're going to be talking about Marvel, Star Wars, Invincible, Walking Dead, Muppets, House of the Dragon, and more. Then, to wrap everything up, Hasbro, G.I. Joe, 5 o'clock to 6 p.m. The G.I. Joe development team presents a live launch of the new classified series HasLab. This behind-the-scenes look will also feature new product news, including never-before-heard stories, digital character renders, in-hand figure prototypes, pre-order launches, and more. All right, that's exciting. Cannot wait. So let's get into it. Let's see. What do I think about the new Superman James Gunn? What? Just about how it looks, the costume? It's all right. I mean, I'm more concerned about how the movie is. Jibu, Ramirez punk-inspired X-Men designs are fantastic. I want the whole team. I want Nightcrawler with the more Prince-inspired hair sculpt. I want Rogue in her punk look. Kitty Pryde with curly hair. I already got Punk Storm, but I wouldn't be upset to get an updated version of her in that look. Maybe we'll get that from X-Men 97. Yeah, and Colossus with his whole white and red. Yeah, I mean, we got Wolverine, so, and of course, Rachel Summers. Yes, it would be super dope. Classic blue costume, Shadowcat, the punk braids. That whole design, there's some looks in X-Men history which are really fun and cool, but I love those designs. They're such a product of their era. And they look great. Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you. Sorry, I don't know a whole lot about Dungeons and Dragons outside of the cool figures every so often, but I'll have to do some investigating. Throne Room's always good. A buddy of mine is going to SummerSlam. He's very excited. Should be a good show. If everything is building the way I think it is, we're going to see a return of somebody. You got a friend who's going to San Diego. Nice. Jibru Todd, give us Big Barter, Mr. Miracle in a Kirby style. Metron would also be nice. All right, perfect. Now let's get into your wish list. I asked you, what do you all want to see for San Diego Comic Con? So let's see what everybody said. I know y'all have been flooding the chat with them. So let's see. Jacob, the wrestling fan, for some deep cut elites from Mattel. Playboy Buddy Rose with a blow off diet box. The Brooklyn Brawler and PN News. Yo, baby, yo, baby, yo. So bad. Mickey Rowe, what I'm hoping to see at San Diego Comic Con is for Hasbro to complete the Spider-Man No Way Home villains with Jamie Foxx Electro with Electro mask and a nice large-sized lizard figure. You're right. They've not finished that. And I'm wondering, I mean, we have seen them dip back into some of those older films, but it's been a long time. It's weird they haven't completed that. Kidred, 1998. Hope good Marvel Legend reveals for Comic Con, like maybe the Black Order, Isaiah Bradley, Captain America, and the comic book Flag Smasher. Flag Smasher is a really easy look. I'm surprised we haven't seen that yet. For Star Wars Black Series, Season 3 Mandalorian, Bo-Katan, Chris. Is their outfit much different? Monsters Go Home. Hey, I'd like to see at least one Inhuman and one original Guardians of the Galaxy member, as well as some more classic Avengers and villains who've never been done yet. Manus, Star Fox, Atuma, Scourge, Swordsman. I'll take all of them. G-Brew. I want to see the following figures revealed. Marvel Legends classic Cyclops, Punker Rogue, Rachel Summers, NECA, Peter Cushing as Van Helsing, Mirage, April O'Neil, the rest of them Nostromo. Wow. Yeah. I would love for them to do more of the Colonial Marines for their aliens line. Medieval Alchemists, teams. I'd be in for especially Fantastic Four or X-Men. Team completion is always a good thing. Jeeber additional reveals I want to see. Mondo 6-inch Ghostbusters figures. They announced. Give me real Ghostbusters and EGB figures. What's the EGB? Mr. Roper. I think we're in for a real treat with the Joe panel. Would love to see digital renders of Snowcat. Yes. And Thunder Machine, please. And maybe play sets for 2025. I am right there with you. All right, let's see what you all said. Jibber, I even want that Romita Jr. kitty with the weird curly. I mean, I want that look. I'm so disappointed with the Excalibur figure. I'm like, what is this? This is not her hairstyle. Magnus Mallow, the final two Spider-Man VHS 2-packs. Come on, Hasbro. Give us Chameleon and Vulture. Jibber, please, Marvel Legends, give us the comic book Cassandra Nova. Gotta assume we're going to see her. She seems a safe bet. Green Man, I want to see McFarlane do Hawk and Dove. Maybe see a new male and female plane bug too. Now, you've raised two interesting questions. Would you want to see Hawk and Dove as these new plain female bugs? Or Don, what's his brother's name? Hank? Yeah, I think that was Hank. Hank and Don. Retro Robo. Let's get some more classic Secret Wars characters. A new Claremont Psych. I mean, you got to say Claremont, Byrne, Cockrum, Cyclops, and new brown suit Wolverine. Classic Molecule Man who's shorter and more. Damien, Mysterio, Vulture, Rocket Racer, and Sable. Silver Sable? Where'd I got her? Devin, Super 7 has toys from the 80s Dungeons and Dragons cartoons they're showing off. Timid the Big Dragon and other characters. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. 80s cartoon fans are excited. Thank you. It's been a long time since I watched that show. A long time. Jake, Comic-Con Marvel Legends wish list. No Cap, no Shellhead, no Logan. Otherwise, I'm wide open. But it's Daredevil 60th, along with Deathlock's 50th. So, Snake Eyes, hoping for Figure Arts. Sam and Figma show off Solid Snake pre-orders and Marvel Metal Gear figures like Venom Snake, Snake A.K. Big Boss, and the rest of the characters. Jeremy, looking forward to seeing the rumored DC Multiverse Huntress. Now, which version do you want to see? She's one that has so many different outfits. I don't know if I'd be disappointed with what they showed, even though I think I have a preference for her JLA look. Method to Madness, Marvel Legends, Comic Mantis. Which one? Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy? Because I'm leaning a little bit more to the Guardians version. Farrell, yes. Dr. Cecile Reyes with lab coat. I guess in a pinch, I could just use the one that gave Hank Pym, right? X-Men 97 Bastion. Those all seem really solid. Jose, my brother, if the WC, let me see here. My brother looking for new Lucius for Batman movie. I think everybody says I look like black people. I don't understand. I guess I'm black. G-Brew Extreme Ghostbusters, a short-lived sequel series to Real Ghostbusters featuring a new. Oh, I remember that show. Kyle Griffin is one of my absolute Ghostbusters ever. I want a 6-inch Kylie so bad. Is it Kyle or Kylie? I remember this show, but yeah, I also remember not liking it. But I'm glad you do. Retro Robo, how about a new Yellow Jacket? Wasp and Bill Foster to go with our HasLab Giant Man. I think Yellow Jacket seems like a really, really solid choice there. Then Doom would be nice if the con McFarlane surprises us with milestone figures. And which one? I mean, we've already gotten a static figure, Icon and Rocket, Hardware. Would we get any of the Blood Syndicate? Grey Man, Dawn and Dawn. Dawn is a collector's edition platinum is wishful thinking because I'm more of a Dawn Granger fan. Yeah. G-Brew, let's see those Mayfex, Age of Apocalypse Cyclops, and Weapon X they teased last year. Let's get the pre-orders. Yeah, because right now, my Hasbro Age of Apocalypse Cyclops is tipped down, falling over as usual because it can't hold up with the hair and those tiny, teeny feet. Snake Eyes, Deadpool and Wolverine Marvel Legends wave. I don't know if they're going to show them because by Comic Con, they might figure that not enough people have seen the movie because it opens that same weekend. So they may not do much besides show us Wolverine and Deadpool. David Thanos, what's up, man? That's good news. Retro Robo. I wish for Jada Toys to announce they have the DC license. I think they can coexist with McFarlane 7-inch the way Diamond Select 7-inch coexists with Marvel 6-inch Marvel Legends. Did I say Marvel Legends? Hasbro 6-inch Marvel Legends. Mickey Rowe, do I think we'll ever get Savage Land X-Men figures from Marvel Legends? Do you think the characters are showing too much skin, which may look risque? I don't know. I think I'm not sensitive enough to get all worried about those Savage Land looks. And when you say Savage Land X-Men, are we talking about like Rogue and her outfit, or are we talking about like Banshee and his attire? Perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. So, were you thinking this look? We had Storm with her bikini looking style outfit and Banshee letting all the chest hair go, and he's got his loin cloth, he's got his cloth boots. Got Sauron. But yeah. I don't know. I don't feel like those outfits are too ridiculous. I think they get more worried than probably people who would buy them, you know, or people who might pass them and go, "What is this?" What do y'all think? Tom Finn, Marvel Legends Crystal or Bus. McFarlane Huntress turns out great. I'll take back all the terrible things I've said about McFarlane. Okay, most of them. Some of them, one or two. One or two is probably more likely. Jesus Escobar. I want Mezco to make some 112 Scooby Doo characters. That would be fun. And that's one they could knock out pretty fast, too. And of course, you got to get some villains with the removable mask and rope to tie them up. Damien, re-release Savage Land Storm, please, or cartoon style. I don't know if I'd mind getting an updated version because the wings and the arms on my Build-A-Figure keep popping out, and it's pretty annoying. Kylie, okay, thank you. I was trying to figure out what her name was. It's been a long time since I watched it. David Thanos would love to hear that Jada has the Mortal Kombat license. Can't wait to see the new Street Fighter figures and any new WWE figures. Would love to see what Muda looks like. Yes. Let me go with my list. I wrote some down. For Mattel, Elite Nikita Koloff figure. You know what? Shitoa Tony. I want to see him, Ivan Koloff, so I can get them fighting the Road Warriors, Dusty Rose, Magnum TA, Four Horsemen, Nikita's case. I'm going to continue to ring the bell until I get them. Rock and Roll Express, Midnight Express. Definitely want to see those guys in there. The Fantastics, the Varsity Club. We've got Ultimate Edition versions of the Steiners. I'd love to see Rick in his Michigan singlet version. He's winning when he's with the Varsity Club. So one Dr. Duff in his Oklahoma red and white, Mike Rotunda, Captain Mike, and then Taskmaster Kevin Sullivan, who should have been coach, but whatever. And then Danny Spivey while I'm at it. And let's see, Marvel Legends, more Marauders. Definitely want to see them. Team Completers, Feral, big box for Alpha Flight, Banshee in his green and yellow outfit. And of course, Jean Grey in her red and yellow, and Beast in his brown and yellow, so I can get most of my X Factor completed. McFarlane, I want to see some Justice League International figures. So I want to see Fire and Ice differently than the one we've got. And I want to see, Blue Beetle, Booster Gold with the translucent so we can actually see their eyes. Guy Gardner, I don't know why it's taking so long to get him. I wouldn't mind seeing some Justice Society figures too. Mr. Terrific, the one with the T imprint on his face. Let's see. For G.I. Joe, I just want to see more smaller vehicles. I think Skyhawk would really have me excited. Of course, the Snowcat, Thrasher and the Thunder Machine, Flash, more of those old school original Joes. So Flash, Zap. Who else do I want to see? Because I feel like there's some other ones. Oh, from the 86, I'd like to see what Sci-Fi would look like. I think they do a nice job with his costume too. And Airtight, so I can finish off my 85 team roster of Joes. Let's see what y'all say. The Huntress is rumored to be collector series, so there'll probably be a platinum. I want Helena Wayne JSA Huntress and the Hush Helena Bersolini. All right, Jeremy, not bad choices on those. I think they would look good too. And she's one that would really benefit from that variant where they put a little work into it. I think most of the changes for her costume could be accomplished with some paint. Then Doom, Icon, Rocket, Hardware, Blood Syndicate, Zombie, etc. Method to Madness, Black Series, Marin. Oh, seriously. Trilla, single release. Rebels version of Fifth Brother and Second Sister. Asajj Ventress, re-release, and Bad Batch versions. Yeah. There's a lot of things for Star Wars that I'm really curious to see what they would show and reveal to us. David Thanos, you need some figurizers for that top shelf. You came in late. I already mentioned that. Well, we just got Kazar. He shows quite a bit of skin. You're right, Hall, on that one. Give me more Astonishing X-Men. Yes. I mean, but I kind of feel like I need the whole roster except for Cyclops and Wolverine. Because I need a better Emma Frost, a shorter Kitty Pryde, Colossus, and then, of course, Cat Beast. Method to Madness. Oh, and I forgot to add Graviton and Half-Life to my Marvel Legends list. I think Graviton would make for a really fun figure, too. Jibru, Savage Land Banshees, Kazar with a different head sculpt, a necklace and painted on body hair. Yep. Retro Robo. I'd like to see someone do an Image Comics line. Give me Wildcats, please. Henry G. And I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids. I have a Christmas ornament where it's like Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, and then, of course, whatever random villain, and you press a button and it says the line. It's pretty fun. Niggaroo. In the Toy Biz days, I remember having a Savage Land Storm in her torn up bikini outfit. She looked very nice and wondered what a modern day version of her would look like. All right, let's see here how fast I could find that. Toy Biz Savage Land Storm. Oh, okay, I see. I needed a whole box set of these guys. Oh, Yoda Archives actually shows a full version. All right, cool. Let's see. So this is YodaArchives.com with a Savage Land Storm. Yeah, I think that's a solid figure. It one they could probably do well. And I mean, she's covered up just as much as her original outfit, right? I mean, this is not her Savage Land outfit, but that's fun. Junkyard Dog, Robert, which one? I mean, we got one from Power Town, Power Town, and Mattel's done several really good versions. David Thanos would also love to see what NECA comes out with. Maybe more of those Flash Gordon figures. Damien, Graviton is long overdue in Avengers Earth Mighty's cartoon version, perhaps. I think if they did a separate head sculpt, I mean, if they included an alternate head sculpt, we get the long haired and the short haired version for him. Green Man, on the money with DC stuff, Jeff. Thank you. So, Robo, thumbs up to Box Alpha Flight. Let's get Marina too. I'm working on another video. That's why I don't want to go through all of them, but yeah, absolutely. Gigantic figure. She'd have to be a mega fig. I feel like he'd do Gigantic Snake Eyes. David Thanos would love to see that era of NWA WCW you mentioned. We need a Dan Spivey and manager Teddy Long. When he mentioned when he managed the skyscrapers, we got me, Mark. Bring out the rest. Also, give me a Paul Heyman ECW. That would be a really good one too. Yeah, I want to see a Dan Spivey. I mean, because we can get all the eras of the skyscrapers with him, and I want manager Teddy Long not to put him with the skyscrapers, but with Doom, who I do want to see as well. I'm sure I forgot to mention them. Hey, Suze, has anyone mentioned Mephisto? Hasn't really surprised me with the Damon Hellstrom and Blackheart. I don't think fans would hold it against them for releasing a figure from a failed ASLab. Definitely not. I would love for them to change up the look of Mephisto, though. I didn't like that modern take. Just felt like he was missing some of the charm of the Mephisto character. He was a very charming individual. But yeah, I would be happy to see him. Because my Marvel Select version is like hanging on a wing and a prayer. JLI and JSA would rock. Absolutely, Green Man. And more ECW figures. Did you get the Sandman yet? I really want to get the chase on that one. G-Brew, I mean, I was trying not to be too greedy. If in a pinch, I can put a belt on him. I can make that. But yeah, can we get that power control belt? X Factor Iceman on a body like Crystar had, but in white, please, Marvel Legends team. Best look Iceman ever had. Now, I would like that, but I would like to get a little bit of translucent deal where we can see his X because he was wearing the X Factor jumpsuit underneath. And I kind of like seeing the traces of it, even when he was iced up. Those X Factor designs are just very clean and appealing. Walt Simonson, they were awesome. Love them. And I wouldn't mind getting a Caliban in his non-powered up version too with the mask. That'd be cool. John W. Mezco Nightwing or McFarlane Batman Forever Batmobile. Well, the Batmobile is definitely coming. That was on the leak list, and I'm pretty sure that's how we're getting Alfred too. So that's lined up for sure. Helen, that one, no, I don't. She's terrible articulation, the head sculpt, and she looks weaker next to Kitty Pryde, which is not great. Let me pull up this picture for you so you can get a sense of what I'm talking about. Perfect. Let's go to the review on my site. Laos movie files, not figure files. All right, here you go. So I cannot wait to replace that astonishing X-Men Wolverine here. But you can see Kitty is as tall as Emma. It's actually taller. It's the same height as Cyclops. That's wrong. But you could also note Kitty looks more mature than Emma Frost, who is like totally lost in this bucket. So totally need a better version of her. Felix, McFarlane is our best bet for Wildcats. Unfortunately, it's going to be more Wildstorm looks. You're right. X, what's up, my man? What's good, Jeffrey? It's been a while due to work, but I'm glad I caught you. Happy to see you. Hopefully, work is going well on your end. G-Brew, need both Paul Smith Kitty Pryde costumes, Romita Jr. Punk Kitty, late 90s Kitty, and a John Cassidy Kitty. This scales properly. Exactly. Right here. Oh, and Ninja Kitty, and Shield Kitty, and also Captain Kate Pryde. It's the only one I don't really care about. But that's because I don't like this modern X-Men stuff. I'm hoping to see more Back to the Future stuff. From who, 80s kid? Method to Madness. I wonder how McFarlane would fare with a DC Multiverse Wave box set of the Justice League Gods and Monsters characters from that movie, or just two ways of Earth 2 characters. I wonder if he would do that. I mean, is there much interest in the Gods and Monsters characters? And I did like that. And I think DC directed those figures, right? Let me see. find that out. Let's see. DC Direct. Monsters figures. They did. Yes, they did. But what style did it? Here it goes. That's helpful. We did get those figures. I did love that movie. I'm gonna have to make this window bigger so you all can see. But yeah, there you go. There is a Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman from Gods and Monsters. Courtesy TNI. So there you go. Maybe you do them. Medieval Alchemist. Hoping McFarlane will do Vengeance, Wizard, Mephisto, and so on. Need more villains. Yeah, we can't ever really get too many villains. I wonder if they would change up like a wave ratio instead of doing one, maybe two villains, do like one or two heroes, and then totally overwhelm it with villains, including a Build-A-Figure villain. Maybe that would help. Jibru, Mayfax, can we get Zatanna and Black Canary, please? Or McFarlane, or both. Just put these figures directly into my hands. Also, Death of Supers, Lois Lane, Mayfax. Yes, please make that happen. Retro Robo, that Mayfax Bane looks cool. Maybe they could do a containment. They really need them to. They really, really need them to. Jibru, still want that Gen X Emma Frost. That is my favorite look Emma's ever had. Well, I mean, I don't know why they couldn't. Maybe they do a box set with her and Banshee. Just to further delay me getting a green and yellow one. John W. Still sad there's no Deadpool 3 movie figure reveals. Would you want to see the reveals of the figures before you see them in the movie? They're only really showing us Wolverine and Deadpool. So would you rather them spoil these potential big cameos with the figures before we see them in the movie? Holland, that one. That kitty was way out of scale. Way out of scale. Am I getting the McFarlane Batman cow? No. I don't have space for non-figure stuff for the most part. So no props for me. No props. That sounded weird to say. I'll give myself some props, but no prop costumes and equipment from figures. Method of Madness. I'm looking at that kitty and Emma on my X-Men shelf right now too. Yeah, she's got awful footholds. You're right. They don't stay secure. They need display stands I bought either. Emma should have had a cloth coat. Yeah, she's just bad all the way around. And I'm like, well, I gotta have her to pair up with my Astonishing set. But they really dropped the ball there. I bought Emma on clearance to put up with my. I'm not quite sure what she said there, Robert. Jibru, that Astonishing Emma may be the worst Marvel Legend I had the misfortune of buying last year. I got her on clearance. I think we're $7. I felt like that was an appropriate price, but man, I'd have been really upset if I paid that $25 for her. I want Phoenix Emma. See, they would do that, and then it would take forever for us to get the rest of the Phoenix 5. David Thanos, no Sandman yet. Waiting for Amazon to get them. Need to wait. GameStop has a lot of my money right now. True. Jamelin, I know a lot of people want to get that loose collector Chaotica figure as an Emma Frost stand-in. She's on the pricey side though. Chaotica. All right, let's see. Loose collector Chaotica. That's not how you spell Chaotica. All right, let's see. Oh. Jamelin, it is pricey, but boy, that looks so much better. Like all the way around as a superior version of whatever bogus version we got. And this one is definitely who cares? We're gonna do this. And this actual product's shown. That's nice. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta sand out those C's there all over. But I don't know, man. 72 to get a more accurate looking Emma Frost figure from a line that's not. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. That's expensive, but sometimes you got to pay a little more to get a good looking figure. Robert, I bought that Emma on clearance for my Brotherhood. I remember the video game and Pride of the X-Men, so thought, yeah, I do remember that movie with the Australian Wolverine, which of course, ironically, came to pass later on with the live action ones. Henry G, I would like to see more villains for DC Multiverse with their classic looks: Captain Cold, Black Manta, Lex Luthor, Ocean Master, yeah, Brainiac, Bizarro, the whole crew. X, I'm ready for Astonishing Beast. Yeah. We because we got that bogus version from Hasbro when they started. So we need to make good, better version. G-Brew, that image got passed off to my brother pretty quickly after I bought it. He's not as picky about his figures as I am. Joshua, I paid full price for Emma in Canadian. Oh man, so that hurt even more for you. Charming. Hopefully, NECA will show more in their Hammer horror figure line. Also, Super 7's Ultimates Godzilla -1 needs a Paint Master reveal. Hot Toys predictions. I have no idea what they would do. I don't know. I'm still salty that the Mace Windu and Anakin Skywalker from Attack of the Clones are sold out. Jesus, I don't think there's ever been an actual good Emma Frost in Marvel Legends aside from the Hellfire Club one. Yeah, and she's a little bit too tall too. Yeah, I don't. She's a character. I think they're more worried about people who will never see this figure, so they're like, well, let's not go too risque with her. And it's just it takes away so much of the accuracy to the comic book and the whole point of the figure or the character. It's ridiculous. David Danos would love to see if Mattel already have the WWE figures completed that they showed WrestleMania weekend. I need to see those ECW Dudleys. Also, give me some Ultimate Dudleys. You know what? That's what they really need because of, I say this of anybody, but every wrestling figure would benefit from butterfly shoulders. But for them, especially, it takes a lot of work to get the Dudley boys to do a 3D, because I gotta normally have to rubber band Devon's arms with the figure and then just have Bubba Ray like this. But if I could actually do that full motion, that'd be so much better. Method to Madness. Why haven't we got a Marvel Legends Phoenix 5 box set? That's a license to print money right there. Just a random thought. Better Emma bundled with the Cuckoos would be nice too. Do people really like X-Men versus the Avengers in the sense of buying all the looks for them? I don't know. Jose, how big is your collection? What's your favorite figures, DC or Marvel? Oh, I don't know. Still not big enough. The answer most collectors would say. My favorite Marvel figure, probably. Let me see. Maybe the golden Iron Man. I really like that figure. I think they did a nice job. The only thing that would make it better if you could see his eyes, but I really like that figure. He's really solid. DC, probably at this moment, my Mayfax Steel. Because they did a great job making him big, got the cloth cape and the hammer. So those are mine. Oh, Henry G paid full price too. That's no good. Hope we get a 97 style Emma. She wasn't in there too long, right? 80s kid. It'd be nice to see a Black Series Ezra from Ahsoka. Are you talking about after she meets him? Yeah. Scott's not she for that. So true. X, I want to see Emma in an outfit from the Gen X movie back in the 90s. Jibru. Emma's one of the few characters where I'm actually concerned about the body type. I don't normally care if my figures have comic book proportions because they're normally incidental. Not so with Emma. Yeah, I mean, like the Spider Woman figure we got way back in the day that they re-released was part of the Scroll 2-pack. And I didn't know, like, oh man, yeah, she needed that body. But Emma is one of the few where it's like, what are you doing? She's not a board. Stop it. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how many other characters are like that. Maybe Psylocke when Jim Lee was drawing her, but maybe Storm. Now Storm, Emma, Psylocke, and I'm just sticking to mutants. Maybe Black Widow. But yeah, like Sue Storm, she's fine with the bodies they use now. And Jean Grey, same deal. But Emma, no. We need more McFarlane 7-inch Super Friends. Have they started, David? Hollow Knight. Well, I paid like $80 for the Emma Frost on the Puck Build-A-Figure way. That hurts. I feel for you. King Collector, the Marvel Select Emma Frost still holds up and fits in good with the Marvel Legends. You're right, King Collector. That is a really good Emma Frost figure. Great head sculpt. Not much by way of articulation, but totally more in line with what we would expect from an Emma Frost figure. Let's see what Cool Toy Review has there for the pictures. Do this first. All right. Shout out to Cool Toy Review. So there you go. I mean, yeah, like proportions and a physique. That's I don't know how to not say this in a creepy way, but she's not. Maybe her figure could be updated. A little rough now, but I mean, this is more what Emma looks like. She should be distracting, and I feel like the figure that we've gotten from her from Hasbro have not been distracting whatsoever. Not in a good way. Northern Nomad. We got a big mix of Marvel Legends in DC with the DC mix with Mattel, DC Direct Collectibles, and McFarlane. Nice. Holland, the Walgreens exclusive Emma wasn't bad at all, right? What I think about McFarlane doing Marvel statues, they're solid. I mentioned them early, like probably like an hour ago now. Yeah, but I think they're solid. Really good figures. All right. Well, I think that's everything. I went through my wish list. I think y'all covered yours too. I think I didn't forget anybody else's. So yeah, that's everything on my end. Next week, look out for more stuff. I'm gonna do a lot more things. Jibru Storm, Emma, Black Cat, Goblin Queen, Celine, they all need to be built. Brick House. How? Northern Nomad. That Diamond Marvel Select Emma looks too statuesque. And she does now. I mean, when she came out, she was much better. But she looks more of what Emma should look like in action figure form. I guess that's kind of the main thing. So, but yeah. What's new coming soon from McFarlane figures? Well, we had that massive leak list, so we're pretty much exhausted with it. I know Shining Knight was on it, so we'll see him hopefully in a couple of weeks, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him. We'll see. All right, well, that's it for me. We'll be back on, as always, on Wednesday with the guys for Loud's Movie Files. I'll probably do some more videos, not tomorrow, but over the course of the next few days, so stay tuned. Yeah, we do need that one. I like to see some Storm collectible figures. Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you so much as always for tuning in. For now, this episode of Loud's Figure Files has been filed.